All right, it's about 6:30 on Monday morning, and I just ran down to check on the pool before heading out to work. And we have gained a lot of ground overnight. Last night when I left, the water was just starting to lap up on the shallow end portion of the pool. And today it has reached the stairs. There's about maybe an inch, inch and a half, maybe a little more up here in the shallow end. So that ledge all the way around the deep end is now underwater. And the water's still looking good. I'll probably hit it with another thing of shock today, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to get any algae started or anything like that. We put 2 things of scale and rust preventer in there yesterday, and I think that's really helped, because again, it's these little pipes that you can see right here, these little inlets, floor inlets, that have caused the issue with the rust. That was the only part of the plumbing that we couldn't replace. That was galvanized from the very beginning, so there's definitely some rust in that. But I'm hopeful that if we're able to use enough of that rust sequestering agent, that we'll be able to keep the rust in the water and the rust staining to a minimum. We'll just have to keep up with it. It's just something we'll have to maintain. A little frustrating, but there's no way to deal with it unless you want to jackhammer up the whole floor of the pool, and that wasn't a good option. At any rate, we've made some great progress overnight. Won't be too long. The water will be up to the light. It's definitely going faster than I thought it was going to go. Amber predicted 40 hours. I predicted 48. I really did think it was going to take a couple days to fill this thing up, and maybe it'll surprise us. Maybe it will. But man, we filled up a lot of pool in not even 24 hours. But I guess the bulk of the water is in the next, 4 feet. So anyways, we'll see, but looking great this morning. All right, we're back down at the house. It's Monday evening, and I got to get a little more work done in the pool house tonight. Try to finish up wiring on the pumps and the control panel, so that hopefully very soon we'll be able to fire those up and start the pool water circulating. The pool has really filled up nicely over the course of the last day and a half, and we've really got a lot of water in the pool at this point. Let's take a look and see where we're at. All right, as you can see, we're now about halfway up the light in the deep end over there. Looks like we've got about a foot, maybe a foot and a half in the shallow end. You can see it's covered the first 2 steps and then part of the 3rd step. So about 18 to 20 inches, I'd say. So we've really got a lot of water in the pool at this point. And it's really looking good. It's amazing once you start getting some water in the pool how it changes your perception of the depth. If you'll remember, this deep end is over 10 feet. But if you look at it now, because of the optical illusion created by the water, the way it magnifies everything, it looks like the bottom of the pool is a lot closer than what it really is. The drain cover and everything looks closer to the surface than it really is. So it's really interesting how it affects everything. But we know it's deep. So the plan is to continue to let this thing fill up. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll be ready to fire up the pumps and start everything circulating. That's going to be fantastic. Water's staying pretty clean so far. It looks like I need to do a little work with the leaf net, get a few bugs and leaves and everything out of the pool, but really overall it looks pretty good. I'll probably go ahead and dump one more thing of shock in the pool this evening. That way we've got plenty of algicide and everything else in there to keep us from having these sorts of issues with the water before we can get it on and circulating tomorrow. I'm gonna get to work in the pump house. Yesterday I finished up the 220 volt circuit for the big pump, the big variable speed pump. And that's what runs from the control panel over there to the big pump here. Got it all hooked up. I've still got to run the control circuit from the pump down to the control panel. So I got to run that tonight I'm going to go ahead and put that in conduit, and then I'm going to put conduit around the wire going to the heater as well. I was going to use just Liquid-Tight fittings. They make these fittings that clamp around wire and screw into a 1/2-inch conduit fitting, but unfortunately the holes in those are all too big, and I don't know if I can order one online, but all the local places, small as they went, was down to about a 1/4 inch, and our thermostat line is smaller than that, so it just wasn't a tight fit. So rather than mess around and try to order something, I've got plenty of that flexible conduit left, so I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and run it in flexible conduit. That way the wire's protected, never have to worry about it getting snagged or stepped on or anything else, and that should take care of it.